Hello and welcome to another update video about MATIC. MATIC is still in the support zone, in this micro support zone I communicated yesterday. The support area is holding at the moment, and we will take a look at the chart on the smaller time frame in a minute. I just want to zoom out just for anybody who's new on the channel. The idea still is a bullish structure to keep the immediate bullish breakout scenario alive and breakout posture alive. It should really hold the 78.5 cent level. There is one more bullish scenario left below 78.5 cents, but then we're gonna get on very thin ice. So what I prefer here is in this current wave 2 correction. I mean, surely, the wave 2 could be in. I always have to say that, it's as an alternative perspective, the wave 2 would already be in. I just don't have the evidence yet that we are rallying already in the third wave. It rather looks at the moment like a corrective rally. So I prefer actually that this here was only the A wave. We're currently moving up in a B wave and could then come down in the C wave next. And to be honest, in this C wave, it is very important that we avoid a sustained break below 78.5 cents. Very, very important to avoid that. So looking at the microstructure then, what do we expect then? We expect basically this to be a B wave rally, alternatively something more bullish, but please be aware that both scenarios I show you here are currently bullish. I would only really need to rethink the chart below 78.5 cents, but either we go up more directly or after another pullback. And that actually, is very actionable because it leaves you with very clear, it's very clear. It's sort of taking profits as we go. And if the price drops but holds support, it's useful to accumulate, okay? So the price is already reversing out of this accumulation zone now or in the last few days. So anybody who accumulated here, it might even be reasonable to take some partial profits. It all depends on your own time frame strategy and so on. But yeah, the idea is that we are moving up in a three-wave move at the moment, A, B, C, and probably the C wave needs one more high. And then if we drop after the B wave is topped, this could be another opportunity to accumulate. So therefore, regular profit taking is so important, but also keep in mind that we could have bottomed in wave 2 already, so maybe keep a call. It looks to me, just as we speak, as if the wave 4 has formed a low, but I need to see a little bit more upside momentum and need to see a break above that last swing high, which is at around $1.06, to have a first indication that a low is really in. Confirmation will be a break above the $1.08 level pretty much, this third wave top. So in this scenario, we have this A, B, C structure in wave B. Wave C is likely unfolding right now. It would be a 5-wave pattern to the upside. I can only really see 3 clearly, okay? That's obviously to a degree subjective. Therefore, I say this support area, it's only a small micro support. Wouldn't really be surprised if it breaks, but ideally we get one more high. The third wave here, what I've labeled as third wave, it could even be 3, 4, 5, would be, I would have to accept that if we break below $1.01, then it was probably this, not preferred at this stage. The thing is, we reached a target, right? You might remember a few days ago, I gave you this target area between $1.06 and $1.13 as an ideal target for wave C of B. And because we reached that, on the smaller time frames, it can be that the Fibonacci levels, extensions, and so on, they are more relevant than the microstructures, because the microstructures are not so, they are obviously, to a degree, there's quite a bit of subjectivity that goes into these on the smallest time frames. So Fib levels are more important. Therefore, you have to use the Fib levels together with Elliott wave. So yeah, if we get one more high, which I would at the moment expect, especially as long as today's low is holding, it should take us to $1.09 next. That would be the next Fib level to watch. $1.11 and maybe $1.13, $1.14. And that should be it. If it stretches higher, I would have to reinterpret, because that would be too long for the fifth wave. Would have to reinterpret that a bit. So that's sort of what I'm watching at the moment, yeah. Still, ideally a bit higher. We'll see where it takes us. The higher it goes, and bear in mind, B waves can even overshoot. I would have to then adjust the micro pattern, but B waves can overshoot. But if it goes well, then we might see a top today. It's just that B waves can overshoot, and as long as we don't have a breakdown confirmation, and the first one would be a break below $1.01, but as soon as we have a breakdown confirmation, I could say this is wave C to the downside. But until we have that, the short-term trend is clearly up because it's printing higher highs and higher lows. And to be honest, the higher it goes, the better for the overall bullish scenario and interpretation on the MATIC chart, because I mean, this C wave will run out of space, you know, potentially if we break down now. So ideally we push higher, and then the higher we go, the more space the C wave has, and the higher the probability that the support area will actually hold. That's my update about MATIC. Hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Also, make sure that you follow us on Instagram and Twitter for additional content. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.